Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. This is going to be probably a pretty eventful afternoon. My last video, we actually discovered that I have a second batch of platy fry. If you look down here, you can see just a couple of them. They're still super tiny, and you can also see the original batch. They are getting so big now. If you just look, they're actually getting pretty big. They're starting to get color. If you look at this guy right here, he's got loads of color already, which is honestly just crazy. But we have to move around a ton of fish, including those baby fry. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to separate this pair of platies, which is unfortunate, but it's not sustainable for them to be having babies every 20 days, unfortunately. And the two platies in question is this orange one and this blue one. They're together right now. They're super pretty, so we'll have to move one into 15-gallon right here. And then we'll also be taking, because that tank also has 3 mollies, so we'll exchange, a molly for a platy. We'll also at least attempt to net out most of these little fish right here. And also in the process, I'm going to be cleaning both tanks, because I'm already probably going to be taking out decorations and stuff to catch these things. So it's going to take a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Here are 2 of the 3 mollies in the 15-gallon. This one's currently in one of the little isolation tanks. It's been in there for the last couple of days just because it was harassing this smaller molly. This smaller molly is only a couple months old. I actually raised it from a tiny fry, so we're going to move this one. It is a female, by the way. So we're going to be moving this molly into the 10-gallon, which will give us a decent molly ratio too, because the only 2 mollies in here right now is this Dalmatian female right here, and then this male balloon molly right here, who's not very balloony, but still. Then here's the other molly in this tank, and then these 2 are right here. So first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean this 15-gallon right. So first what I'll do is clean this 15-gallon right here. As you can see, it needs it pretty desperately. Alrighty, so I've just finished cleaning the 15-gallon. Obviously, I just plugged the filter back in, so it needs time to clear up for sure. I need to put this cage back in there because I'm going to be putting fry in here, but I will do that in just a second. So now we're going to go net out all the platy fry, the newer fry, from the 10-gallon, put them in the 15, then we're going to clean the 10-gallon. Alrighty, so in this little bucket are the 2 fish I'm going to exchange. Right here is the platy, and here is the molly. So I'm going to put this molly in the 10-gallon and this platy in the 15. Alright, there's about 7 or 8 little platy fry from the 15-gallon sitting in here right now. They're going to acclimate. I'm going to do them in, like waves. So, because I'd be crowding them in 1 cup. It wouldn't be realistic. And I also thought of, on the spot, an idea for like the actual fish exchange. My original idea was just switch a molly for a platy, but then I realized I should do it. There's a much easier way. And for the little time that the 2 mollies, this orange molly and the molly that was in here previously that I moved into the 10, this molly was harassing it. So I just decided to go ahead and make this like a male only fish tank, and then that a female only tank. The only female fish in here, only exception to this rule, is this platy back here. This is the female platy. I had to separate the platies because they weren't aggressive towards each other, but I just can't have babies every 20 days or so. So now in here we have this female molly right here, this male platy. The female mollies and the male platies, they won't really intertwine at all. They don't have any issues. This is a female. These are 2 female blue mollies. There's this white one and then the darker colored one, and then of course those other platy fry, and then I still have to net out the baby fry because there's still several in here. So we'll go ahead and start on that, and I'll pick up the camera when that first batch is done acclimating. Alrighty, I did a little bit of a recount, and there are 7 total fry in this little cup right here, so they have acclimated fully. So I'm just gonna take this cup, dump it. One thing I also didn't mention is that in this tank, if you can somewhat see it from this angle, but there are little slits right here, and the fish are actually able to go in between worlds here, but the adults can't. Only the fry can. Alright, this is the second batch. As you can see, it has far fewer fry. It only has 4 in here. But I'm going to just say there is absolutely no way I'm going to be able to catch all the fry out of the main tank. So I'll just leave them in there. Realistically, they should be fine. I'll just clean the tank super carefully today. And then I'll let these guys acclimate for another couple minutes. But I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning the 10-gallon.
2 weeks later.
Alrighty, so I am picking up the camera about 2 weeks later. And here are two of my female blue mollies. And since somehow I think that this molly right here has gotten pregnant, which is super unfortunate because the whole point of this whole thing was, you know, like I can't keep having babies. But if you just look at the side profile, it's just a lot bigger than it was previously. And also the gravid spot is popping a lot, which is the black spot right there. You can see right there. So we'll just have to wait and see on that, to be honest. I don't really want more fry, but if that's how it goes, I guess that's how it goes. There also is this female molly right here. And then I left the male platy in here because the female molly's more energetic, and I thought that she would do better in the 15. Come to this tank, you can see we still have our fry in here. They are now too big to go in between worlds here, so I've just essentially netted them all into here. I believe there is about 10 of the fry actually in here. It doesn't look like it, but they all are in here somewhere. And then we have these two male blue mollies right here. You can see the female platy in the back. And then, of course, glowfish. And then there are still 2 ember tetras that I've kind of just had for a couple years now. But when all these fry do grow up, because at this point, I have probably over 30 fry at the moment. There's about 10 to 15 fry in this tank, the original fry tank, and I have since cleaned it, and it looks a heck of a lot better. Of course, we have the other half a dozen fry from the first batch. You can see one right here. This one right here is the most color of any of the platy fries so far. As you can see, it has a bunch of black, if these fish will move right here. He has a bunch of black right there, and some of them I am seeing have like slightly blue scales. And then, of course, the other fry from the second batch are still in here. And, of course, the 10 that are in here. So these fry will be going absolutely everywhere. Of course, I'll definitely keep some in the 10-gallon and the 15-gallon. This tank right here is only temporary unless I guess I need it, which I don't think I will. I know that I do want to at least try having a smaller school of some of them in here because I think it would look super cool. Right now, this tank just has a ton of schooling fish. I think having a small school of like 3 to 5 of them in here would be super cool as well. And then I know a couple of other people and tanks I could easily give these things away to. But, you know, it'll all be determined in a matter of months. And so thank you guys so much for watching. I know it was a bit all over the place. But I will see you guys in my next video, which will be going to the beach, because I am going to the beach for, you know, like a last-minute summer trip. And something I'm also going to mention is that my videos are insanely delayed. Like, at the time of me recording this, I've already gone to the beach and been back for like a week. So these are super delayed. I've already started school, so uploads might slow up a bit with me being actually in school, but we'll just have to see, you know. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Oh, there's 2 of our assassin snails right down there. And I will see you guys in my next video.